Rangers player. He's both here
Well, I
and
mean,
not here at the same time.
With this character, he can still be called Schrodinger's
Hey,
cat.
we're back. You know,
Excellent timing.
I know. For Schrodinger's player.
/ Schrodinger's cat, because he is a cat person.
Yes.
Meow.
Meow. All right, so yeah, I barged in the door and I say, "Brother, I might have found out more about our brother." And then I'm gonna run over to. I just yell this as loud as I can, and I run over the mechanical thing as Syndra's probably left at the door.
I'm also here.
And I run over to Patch and I I pull out like a pin, and there's like a little hourglass type vial, and I pick my finger, pour some of my blood into the vial, cap it off, and then I put it inside the machine in a certain way that you guys probably don't know, but it starts the gears, and you just start hearing click and clacks, and the gears start turning, and Patch stands up for the first time.
And when it stands up, I walk in with the final piece, which is the faceplate with gears that connects its upper and lower jaws for biting.
Oh, cool. And you put it on, and it starts opening its mouth.
I hand it to you. I don't know how to install it.
Oh, okay. You hand it to me, and I put it on there, and I'm doing. And Rimbi's completely silent while he's working. If he's not mumbling to himself, he's not like you guys don't exist when he's doing it.
Syndra waves over to Wrekyur.
It'll take like a minute or so. You guys can talk if you want. As I put the jaw on.
He isn't going to acknowledge any of us right now.
That's fine. He does what he does.
Rimbi.
The door's open, Banner.
Yes. Do you have the loot with the material in it? Do you have your brother's loot?
He's probably not going to pay any attention to you for a little bit.
Well, I need to see your brother's loot.
You'll have to wait.
Do you know where it's at? Perhaps I could just gather what I need.
You'll have to wait.
Don't go through his things. He will get very loud and upset.
Well, the unfortunate thing is his brother may have fallen victim to what is now plaguing our town.
Wrecker's my brother too, so it's his brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
They look very different.
They do.
I assume nothing with humanoids. No, I assume nothing with humanoids.
It'll have to wait.
All right.
Mom, my brother, he's a supported rock. Yes. All right. So I finished with the jaw, and it's a funny thing, right? With the way the gears align and they first kind of catch, it sounds like it purrs, even though it's just because the gears haven't aligned yet. But it sounds like a purr. A mechanical purr comes out of it until they align and it goes silent. And then the cat like moves its neck and its head, and I go, "Yes, brother, look, it's beautiful." Oh. And then I look at the mechanical man and, "Oh, hi."
You all should be surprised and honored he even started it up with all of you here.
I don't even know what it is. Some kind of...
It's a large mechanical panther. Well, not large. Medium size, but... I mean,
well, no, that was the character. She doesn't know. It's like, it's some kind of mechanism?
It's a beast.
Mechanation? That's the word I'm looking for.
Yes, you wouldn't understand. Yes, good, Banner, you're here, I guess. Good, I guess that's good. We everybody, grab adventuring gear. We should put on adventuring gear and head out to the woods. We should go to where my brother was last spotted, where the loot was found. And then once we go there, we should try to find clues on where he could be. It's been quite a long time, so I don't think that will work. But it's the first chance we've had in 20 years to find out what has happened to him.
Brother.
Yes.
Banner has requests.
I require the loot for just a minute.
What do you need from the loot?
How can I explain this that you would accept?
Carefully.
Your brother went missing. His loot was found with a black material in the inside, similar to the black material we've been finding around the town.
That's what I told you. Yes.
Yes. I require a sample of that to give to our good alchemist friend, Zadnim, to investigate it more. Both of us agree that there might be something dangerous that has come from the woods, from the area that your brother disappeared in.
Being an alchemist, myself, being trained in alchemy tools and stuff, do I know an extraction method for this type of object without damaging the piece?
Joe.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The mechanical device is beautiful. I know. Stare at its glory.
The probably the best way is honestly just take some shavings of the wood.
So immediately Rimbi shakes his head. No, and I'll go over to the loot and grab it. And
I'm trained with woodworking.
I do not care.
I have an idea. We
Yes.
put it over steam again, specifically the area with the stain. Let it swell a bit from the heat and water, and then press it lightly to squeeze out a little bit of sample.
Would that work? Would I?
It might work.
Mhm. I'll say to brother that's interesting, and it's questionable if it would work. I would like to speak to father about it. He knows more about instruments than anyone else in this town. Maybe they could take the shavings, or we could do your way without damaging the instrument at all. I mean, obviously it'll be damaged in some to get the shavings, but other than that, maybe we could completely keep it intact. Will that work for you, Clockwork Man? And I'll look to you, kind of pissed.
I'm gonna kind of look down and shake my head. Whatever method is required in order to gain the sample, in order to help protect this town. That is my concern.
Yes. Fine.
You're holding on to
well-
a memory, a good memory. And it's good to hold on to those types of memories. But don't let it bind you down, child.
Bah! Whatever. And I'll grab the instrument and I'll just kind of, I'll like shove my way past, but the truth is I'm not shoving anybody. I'm bouncing off of people. and I'll go, wait, Syndra, what are you waiting for? Get your gear. It's time for an adventure. And I'll, for the first time, notice Swift there. You know, like, oh, you can come too if you want. And I'll walk out.
I guess
Does
I'm gonna
anyone-
go get something.
Wait. I must warn the rest of you. His plan is dangerous. And there are parts of the woods which no hunters go beyond for various reasons. I had feared, and I warned him, that perhaps his brother, since it was found in that area, wandered too far and met his end. Wrekyur, you are his brother, yes?
Yep.
Also, did you know of the Elder of Falnor?
No.
He was good. A bit annoying like your brother there, but a good person. I'm very sad that he has disappeared, but I had warned him about pushing the limits of dangerous areas to explore, about doing things that were too dangerous. And he went alone. His friends had moved on from such activities, or passed away, and he went alone. I do not wish for us to push ourselves to a dangerous situation when one person did not heed a warning. We should not follow his path unless there would be a good reason for it. Going to a place where he was disappeared. Townsfolk and hunters, they investigated. They found nothing. In 20 years, what would we find? I do not wish to discourage your brother from hoping, but we would have seen something if there were hope.
Can't let him go alone.
So, Syndra, do you need anything?
I don't think so. No.
Swift?
I believe everything you have. And I did know that your brother was, to make a likeness of, figured he'd normally just, pass me off.
Well, I'm honestly amazed that he noticed you at all. He is very single-minded. Anyways, and I just kind of reach up on a shelf and grab down a pike. You're talking to the wrong person to discourage. I follow my brother.
How far away was it that he disappeared at? Is it a long journey?
No.
I have no clue.
No hunter goes more than a day trip, so it's not far. The woods in this area are plentiful enough for what is needed for the village.
I'll go grab something anyway. I'll be back. And Syndra will go home and get like a backpack of supplies.
As you open the door, you see a flash of lightning across the sky, and a torrential downpour just starts coming down.
And the door gets closed. Maybe not today. We should still
Apparently
find your
not.
brother. Do you have hats? Anything for the rain?
I've been working on something. One moment. I go to the forge and I pull out a prototype umbrella.
Would it be like metal though?
Yeah. It's like heavy. It's like metal and not a hollow.
Or it could be, well, yeah, it could be metal with like leather stretched over.
Yeah. It's a prototype, right? So
Leather.
It's not perfect.
Yeah.
As long
enough.
as Syndra doesn't get wet, that's fine.
There's enough for 2 people under it.
Says a lot, Syndra.
You know how long it takes to look this pretty?
I'll walk you home and then go find my brother.
Yes.
I'm going to Dad.
Yeah.
I'm going to Dad's house. So.
I figured. But there
And it's
are a
raining on my
couple.
way.
There are a couple less well put together prototypes if you'd like to try one.
They look rather heavy. I don't know if I can.
Oh, I admit to Swift.
Oh.
Was the mayor's house finished? Like at least
The tarp
patching?
was put over.
Okay. No, I should be able to make it to my house without, too much trouble.
All right.
Thank
Let's
you
go,
anyway.
Syndra.
All right.
Swift.
Yes, Banner.
If this madness continues, please let me know. For one thing, I doubt the other hunters will tell him anything. The hunters speak with other hunters. I am an exception because I was not born into their trade, into the families. Like you, we found a job through life rather than birthright. So, I am perhaps the only one that could lead him to this spot. And as much as I believe it is foolish, I would not like him to do something more foolish. So if you need me, I will come.
I will keep you informed.
Thank you. I was going to put my hood up and just walk out into the rain.
The one thing you will know better is the roads that lead out to the forests are dirt roads. And with the rain that's coming down, they're going to get completely flooded.
Can I cross country at all? And the fields and stuff, okay?
You can. It is still going to be a harder trek. You know, the streets in town have a gutter system that leads into the sewers. So they're normally not too much of a problem.
I'll say to Banner. Banner.
Yes.
Will you be able to make it to your okay?
It'll be a challenge, but I could if I pushed it.
If you wish, you can maybe, stay at mine for the night. It's at least roomy enough for our kind.
All right. Sure. I do not need a bed to rest. Your sleep is an interesting thing.
Your lack of sleep is also an interesting.
Ah, but I can sleep. I just don't need to. I don't dream like you do, though. It's different. Anyway, that is a discussion for another day.
Yes.
What kind of foods do you eat and enjoy in the evening? As I I guess I'll I won't buddy up with you, but I'll just kind of try to make pleasant conversation as we go off.
Yeah.
The streets have relatively cleared out. Most people are indoors at this point, as the winds have also picked up.
Did I make it to my father's house before it started raining?
You probably got a little bit wet. Your dad actually lives right over here. Your parents.
While walking Syndra home, he would literally be the person who makes sure that they're dry the entire time holding the umbrella, and he's just getting soaked.
Well, he's a gentleman. Though Syndra would probably be like really close, like, oh, rain, don't want to get wet.
It's acid rain, actually. It's acid rain. So.
No, it's not that bad.
Alright, so I'm gonna get to my dad's house and I'm gonna start knocking on the door, and then I'm gonna what am I doing? And I'm gonna enter. And then,
Your mom's already halfway to the door. Oh,
mother, and I'll close the door. And I just start shaking. It's pouring rain. It's not supposed to rain for days.
Yes, it's very odd.
Yes, and I'll take off my shirt and wring it out next to the door and put it back on.
She goes and goes, let me have it. Brings it over by the fireplace to let it dry out.
Yeah. All right. I mean, he's at home, right?
Yeah.
All the way down to the underwear. He's at his mom's house, so he puts it up, and then he'll go, "Is father home?" And I'll look over to the loot.
He's in his study.
Mom, they wanna take pieces off of it. And I'll just grab it and I'll walk towards the study.
Who? Why?
I forget it.
She's walking with you.
Okay, and I'll just stop and I'll hold my head down, and I go, because I noticed something. I saw something that I don't think anyone's noticed before, and I'll hold it up and I'll show her inside the small spot, and he goes, It's very similar to the stuff we've been finding around town. Mom, this has been put away for 20 years.
Odd.
Yeah. I told the clockwork man, Banner, and I think he went and told the head alchemist. They want to take shavings off of it. And I'm afraid it'll damage it, and I can't see it being damaged.
Let's talk to your father.
Yes. I'm hoping maybe he can figure out a way to do it without damaging the instrument. And I'll barge in and then sheepishly show him the loot and see how he reacts, because we haven't really messed with it since it's missing.
You see him, he's sitting in a chair looking over musical works.
Father.
Yes.
Is there a way to take shavings off of the lute without damaging it to affect its sound?
Why?
I'll hold out the lute, and then I'll show him the spot, and I'll explain again to him about the spot I found and how everyone's linking it to what's going on now. And I'm saying it might be connected to how he disappeared.
How much do they need?
I don't know. Just enough for a sample, but alchemy. The more samples, the better odds of finding out actual information.
I mean, we could take a small layer off without affecting much. Too much will change the sound.
Yes.
Let me see it.
I'll give it to him, and I go, just take what you can without you thinking and affecting the sound. Other than that, they can go screw themselves. They're not damaging our brother. My Felner's loot.
You see him, he goes over to a table, brushes some dust off. You see this room has not been...
Yeah.
He sits it down, and he gets almost like a jeweler out. And he pulls out a small knife and very meticulously is scraping the area.
Yeah, I'm assuming the air is extremely quiet. Everyone, there's tension in the air as we all intently, watch this. And Rimbi just goes, I found the perfect color red, Mom. And then tries to divert the conversation.
And your dad just goes, shh.
Okay.
Not now. Do you have something to put the residue in?
Always. And I'll pull out a vial.
He gives you a very small amount of shit.
Okay.
Oh, maybe like that much.
Yeah.
In the bottom of the
It looks huge, actually,
vial.
when you get closer. So you gotta
Oh, yes.
All right. I'll put it in the vial. It's probably enough of a sample because I know I can do alchemy, but I'm not the master of alchemy work, and it's something that it's like I'll look at it and I know that this wouldn't be enough for me, and I'm just hoping it's enough for the town's alchemist, who's a master alchemist. I'm like, it'll have to do, and then I will cork it, and then put it in my pocket. I don't have my clothes. Put it in the belt of my underwear.
I'm sure. I'm sure you can grab your clothes and put it in. You probably ran out of the room to get the vial to begin with.
That's fair. You're right. So I'll run out and I'll put the vial away, and I come back and go, so, Dad, the reason I even had that out is because I fixed it, and it sounds beautiful. In case you need an instrument for the ceremony.
That was rather thoughtful.
You know, it was Wrekyur's face. Fuck. That was me out of character because I screwed up.
Yeah.
It was Wrekyur's idea, It wasn't. And I'm backing up because I'm uncomfortable with like emotion. It's not a big deal. I gotta get my clothes, and I'll start getting dressed in a hurry, even though it's barely dry.
You actually, as you start to walk out, you hear him strum a few notes.
Cool. I'll just say cool. And then there's that moment of somberness because it's probably the last notes played in this house was from his brother. And he's like, all right. And I'll run out.
You also recognize the melody. It was something your brother had written.
Okay, drama. It's raining. It's not me crying. It's not me crying. Rimbi doesn't cry. It's raining.
I got
and then
rain
I'm
in
gonna
my
head.
eyes. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Rimbi, in his little rushed mode, he's gonna try to rush over to the alchemist where he thinks the alchemist usually is.
When you exit the door, Wrekyur's leaning against the wall with Patches there.
Oh, hey, brother. Hey, and I close the door and hi, hey, hi, brother. How are you? Is he Patches? Is he doing well? Is he doing Patches? Run! Just to test him out as he runs.
He kept up with me.
Here, and I'll give him like just basic commands to see if he does anything, and then I'll reopen the door, soaping wet again, on my mom's floor. Mom, come look at Patches. As Patches' head just kind of is right behind mine, like.
Very nice. It does move.
Yes, of course. It's me. It's me, Mother. I could make anything work.
She walks over and kind of like pats it on the head.
It's metal. It's like ding ding. There's like it's not a real cat, right? So it's not like no.
Hello, Mother.
Why don't you come out of the rain?
We have too much to do, unfortunately.
Well, at least take this. Hold on. She goes into another room, comes back out with a little satchel.
More
Take
food.
this for where you're going. Yes.
On the bright side, my umbrella works, but it wasn't big enough for 2 people to comfortably stay dry.
It's just water, brother. It won't hurt you.
Well, it's not for me, it's for other common people. Syndra stayed dry, though.
Whatever. Syndra. Whatever. I'm gonna start heading. He's like focused, right? There's a mission. He's like running across. I don't care how late it is. He's gonna run to where the alchemist door, just start pounding on the door. And then when the alchemist doesn't answer immediately, he'll get Patches to turn around and tap on it with his tail just repeatedly. So it's like a constant noise. Like
One moment.
On the door waiting for him.
The alchemist finally opens the door. You see him in his nightcap and nightshirt.
I'll hold out the vial and put it on his chest and goes, "That's all you can get. Do you understand?"
What is it?
The shavings the clockwork man asked for.
Oh! Of course. Give me a moment. He sits the shavings down on a table. You see his place looks worse than yours. And
There's a random
when it comes
cat.
to disarray.
Patches.
Don't mind Boots.
Hi, Patches. Patches showed up.
No, he has a cat. It's Boots.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, Boots.
Don't mind him. He comes back out. He's now actually like in a leather apron and some pants.
If the door stays open, I don't care if he fights us. I'm gonna enter and I'm gonna get Patches to come in too.
Okay.
Because
he didn't close the door on you.
all right, so I'm gonna pull Patches. If he has like things that are noteworthy, like books around, I'm gonna fucking examine his place. I'm gonna start searching shit.
There's stuff, notes, books, all over the place. Like I said, You think your place is a bit of disarray most of the time? His is 10 times worse.
Well, he doesn't have Wrekyur to
Clean
you know,
it, yes.
keep the place somewhat clean. You know, like
Yeah,
I mean,
you-
we're both dudes, right? So it's
you
probably
s-
not perfectly clean, but
You
Wrekyur's
see like
probably
a day-old sandwich with mold growing on it.
in a day. Holy shit.
Okay, a couple days old.
Like,
Our house is hot. It promotes the growth of bacteria.
yeah, but I'm just gonna pick through his stuff. I know that I'm not like looking for anything noteworthy, just
Yeah.
like being my normal curious self.
Yeah, you're just seeing random notes, half-written things. Nothing that really makes a lot of sense
Yeah.
to you,
Okay.
but probably does to him.
Yeah.
You see him come. So he comes out. He grabs the vial. You see him pour some liquid, something kind of liquid into it, and puts it over a flame. It should just take a few minutes. And he's just kind of sitting there quietly, just staring at it.
I'm flipping through his stuff.
He's not even paying attention. And then you see him take the vial with a pair of tongs because it's hot. And you see him get some cheesecloth and pour it out into a beaker. It's sludging through the cheesecloth. It's taking a very long time to go through, but the wood bits are staying on top.
Okay. And does it look a lot like the other stuff just from first
It
glance?
looks like that stuff like reconstitutioned.
I'll look at Wrekyur. I don't know if Wrekyur gets it, what's going on, but when you see Rimbi look at you, he's distressed. Like he's very uncomfortable.
Pat.
You see him take the beaker, he tips it, sticks his finger in.
Don't eat it.
I believe it is the same.
One of these days you're going to die doing that.
I built up a tolerance to many things over.
Ugh.
And then you see him reach over, take the sandwich that's just sitting there, and bites a piece off that's not moldy and sits it back down.
Well,
Where's your mother?
Long gone.
this dude's probably what, pushing 400, or you know, like, he's old.
He's 378 years old.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna look at him. Aw, that's sad. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, so this has happened before, 20 years ago, and the rains. That's odd.
As you say that, all of a sudden it sounds quiet outside.
This is Truman Show. This is the freaking Truman Show, guys. They're listening to us. So I'm gonna go. It was raining, and I'm gonna wring out my shirt. See, it was raining.
I know. That's why I settled in for the night.
Something odd's going on around here. We can't see the mayor. My brother's missing is tied to this somehow, and the sludge being found all around town. You have to admit that's odd.
I've seen the mayor. He's resting. He took a very bad blow to the head.
Insight check this phone. No phone. And I'm gonna miss.
He's
That's
speaking
perfect.
100% truth.
Oh,
That's
the best
perfect
one.
for Rimbi. That is perfect for Rimbi. I'm just
Oh.
gonna be like, that's fine. Well, it's still odd that 20 years ago something happened that's happening now. Is there maybe it's a cyclical thing. Maybe something dangerous. I don't know.
I don't remember anything like this happening before in town.
Well, I'm gonna get the bottom of this, and I'm gonna walk to the door, stomping my feet as best I can. Remember, I'm a smaller than average gnome, so and I'm gonna go. I will find out. By the way, this is Patches. Let's go. And I'll walk out, and Patches will follow.
It is still lightly raining, but it has toned down a lot.
Have a good evening, and I walk out.
Good evening. You see him still sniffing the vial.
He's gonna eat it again. He's gonna eat it again. Put it on his sandwich.
There's enough of it around town.
Sandwich.
There's enough of the stuff around town.
Maybe that's what this is. This is food. This is food for us. You know.
And as you walk out into the rain, that brings us to the end of tonight. So we have a mystery upon ourselves. Okay, why don't we go around? Do any shout outs that you wish. Tib, we'll start with you this time.
I'm Tiv. I'm here. Occasionally stream. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Blaze?
I'm Blaze. Normally you'll find me somewhere in Tantus.
Yep.
Unfunny?
Hi, I'm Unfunny. So, first off, I apologize for people listening because you got to hear me talk a lot. I apologize. Second, I will be streaming my first stream tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will be playing Outer Wilds. I don't know much about the game. I hear there's it's like a mystery exploration type thing. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't really know. So that'll be fun. I plan on streaming Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a couple hours, depending on if people are around and we're having a good time. I'm okay with staying up late. If they're not, then screw you guys. I'm going to bed. But other than that, you can find me here on Sundays bi-weekly now, and on Thursdays you can find me here as Zach of the House Andvis. He's a very different character, so don't expect him to be similar to this. You can also find me on Tuesdays on Delric's channel. I run a D&D. I'm a D&D game for the community. If you're interested in that, head over there, ask questions. Other than that, I think that's it.
Lightning.
Hi, I'm also here, and I'll be here by Sunday. That's the day. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm in other places, but I'm relatively inactive in most of the time. But yeah, if I don't get kicked off the show for being weird.
You fit right in
you're
so
the weird
far.
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're the weird one. Yeah.
No.
Tantus.
Yeah. So, because basically I'll be advertising you too anyway.
Yeah.
So Tantus and Adventure Coven. I put my links in the midst of everyone's. I'll probably try to rebalance where everything is for links that I put into chat for everyone right now. But I stream a lot often. If you're looking for RPGs on this channel that I run, there's Records of Evil and Legacies of Kain on Tuesday. That's at 10 a.m. and then 2 p.m. for those two times. Also 3-hour games. And then Madness of the Land, which Unfunnyone mentioned at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. This should be bi-weekly. If you're looking for Sundays at Tabletop, which is the thing that's sort of replaced, just because this week's schedule didn't allow it for me, I will either have it on its normal time, or I'm going to try to have it before Grinding Gears, if I can get some people together for it. That's my plan right now. So, yep.
And I am Joe. You'll find me on Tantus's channel doing a few different things as well. You'll see me on Thursdays, Saturdays, and I'm normally here every Sunday. Either we'll be doing my Grinding Gears here, or we'll be doing some tabletop. So,
yep.
See everyone soon, and will they solve the mystery going on in town?
Probably.
Who's gonna kill me? No. Who's gonna kill me before that?
You haven't earned death yet.
Yet.
Clockwork Man.
Goddamn, not clockwork. I might just maybe just like just one swift punch for the insults. Anyway,